Welcome aboard everyone, my name is Aidan and I'll be your guide on our African adventure. As we head out to the bush, be sure to keep all arms and legs inside the vehicle at all times. If you happen to drop anything along the trip, do not exit the vehicle on your own to retrieve it. We wouldn't want anyone to get eaten by a wild animal. And please, no flash photography, it can disturb the animals. This is Hippo Lake. On the left side are our hippopotamuses. On the right are a group of African buffalo. Past the buffalo, you might think those are baby hippos, but they are full-grown pygmy hippos. That bird with the bright yellow crown is a black-crowned crane. Inside this native hut is a kiln which serves two purposes: for cooking and to keep the inhabitants warm on cold nights. Up ahead is a subterranean cave. I hear there's a family of spotted hyenas living inside. Up ahead are a pair of okapi. These shy animals are currently on the endangered list, mainly due to deforestation. Next we have a pack of wild African dogs, also known as African hunting dogs or painted wolves. It looks like we caught them at lunchtime. We are now entering the Makundi Ranch, a small outpost for hoofed animals. Here we have the critically endangered Somali wild ass. It is estimated that there are only around 600 left living in the wild. Hopefully, the breeding program here at the park can help to turn those numbers around. On the right are our dromedary camels. As a domesticated species, they are not endangered and the population remains stable. Thank goodness. On our left are the plains zebra. Currently, the population in the wild is stable, but overhunting could lead to endangered status in the near future. Siku njema, which means have a pleasant day in Swahili. We are now in the backstage area of the African adventure. It takes a small army of keepers to care for the animals here. There are many access roads hidden within this 16-acre attraction. We are now entering the African Savannah. The small antelope on the left are springboks. Sleeping in between those two sable antelopes is a zebra named Coffee. He's out here on the savannah because we can only keep one male with the females over at the ranch. So Coffee and the other male, Bakori, take turns. One hangs out here in the savannah while the other is back at the ranch. Otherwise, they'd fight for male dominance while around the females. Over on the right, we have more springboks and sable antelope. We've also got a few black wildebeest. On the left, we have one of our ostrich families. And just past them are the southern white rhinoceros. On our right is a large population of Gemsbok. They're the ones with the straight long horns on their heads. And you can't miss the majestic reticulated giraffe. Sadly, these animals are on the endangered list. I don't know about you, but I just can't imagine a world without the giraffe. Also, there's the Savannah Overlook. After the ride, if you want to spend more time viewing the Savannah, that's where you can do it. Another great vantage point for the whole park will be the observation tower when it opens. At 387 feet tall, one can only imagine the views you'll get from up there. On our left, we've got a large herd of blue wildebeest gathering at the watering hole. There are a few scimitar-horned oryx mixed in, plus some of the park's freeloaders, the mallard ducks. Over on the right side, we've got a number of addax gathered at this smaller watering hole. Joining them are the smaller Dama gazelle, our second ostrich family, and some more reticulated giraffe. On our left are the Nyala and the critically endangered black rhinoceros. In the mid-1990s, there were only 2,400 left in the wild. Today, there are over 6,000, so conservation efforts are working to raise their numbers. Sadly, their horns are still in great demand and poaching is still a big problem. We are now leaving the African savannah, but we still have a lot more to see. Up ahead is the Nile River, and on our right is the Nile crocodile. Over on our left are a family of bongos. And on our right are the endangered Nile lechwe. Back on our left is the western lowland gorilla. Unfortunately, this is another critically endangered species. Deforestation, poaching, and disease all contribute to its endangered status. We have a budding musician in the group. We now have another view of hippo leg, this time from up above. We are heading into another cave. I wonder what we'll encounter this time. It's the Egyptian fruit bat. We've saved the best for last, the West African lion. But with less than 400 left in the wild, this species of lion is critically endangered. Luckily, most other species of lion are still doing well in the wild, but more and more are becoming vulnerable. We are now coming to the end of our African adventure. I hope you have come to appreciate the beauty of the many animals that inhabit the African continent and come to understand how fragile their lives are as more and more become endangered. Around 1 million animal and plant species are expected to face extinction in the coming decades. But we can change this by changing daily habits, supporting conservation, and voting for protective laws. I hope you've all enjoyed your African adventure and learned a few things as well. Siku njema.